What kind of money does a first-time homebuyer need to have set aside in order to be ready to buy a house? Well, the first and probably biggest portion of the money you're going to need to buy a house is going to be your down payment. Now that you're going to get from your lender, because your lender is going to do a background check, they're going to give you a pre-approval, and from that they're going to figure out what kind of down payment you're going to need in order to get started, and that depends on what kind of loan you have. You're going to need to have money set aside for an inspection. Now, an inspection is certainly not a requirement, but in most cases it is highly recommended because you never know what you're getting into with a house that you're going to buy. You definitely want to consider having an inspection, and depending on where you live, an inspection can cost you several $100s. So you need to have that money set aside because once you're under contract, that's one of the first things that you pay for. If you're getting a loan for a house, and most people are, you're going to have to pay for an appraisal. The lender is going to send out an appraiser to judge the true value of the house. Depending on where you live, depending on who your mortgage broker is, that appraisal is going to cost you several $100s. One of the first things you're going to have to pay for is earnest money. Now, earnest money is usually due within a couple days of getting under contract, and depending on where you live, it may or may not even be required. Now, where I live, earnest money is generally about 1% of the purchase price, which can be a big chunk of money depending on the price of the house. If you're a first-time home buyer, we would love to help you get started on the process. Leave us a comment or give us a call, 317-884-5000. Anybody at the Scott Smith Realty Group can help you on your way to home ownership.